Midfield, a town of a little more than 5,000 people. It's nestled in north of Bessemer and southwest of Birmingham. Its population is much smaller than the number of drivers who pass through every day. The welcome sign on Bessemer Superhighway highlights a warning, not a slogan. Traffic enforcement cameras are in use, issuing thousands and thousands of citations. Right here in the school zone on Woodward Road is one of the speed cameras. Now, supporters say it's for the safety of the kids at Midfield Elementary, which is just off to my right, but others are saying this is nothing more than a cash grab.
They finna get rich. That's a lot of money. 3
speed cameras line this road. One here at 100 Woodward, another one feet away at 200 Woodward, and a third at 1000 Woodward. They all went up in November of last year.
I've received at least 5 tickets.
Ayanna Wallace lives in McCalla but takes Woodward Road all the time. She says she travels the road during non-school zone hours, and the citations on the 30-mile-per-hour road are stacking up.
I'll pay it when I can because I think I've accumulated at least $500.
When I see it in the mail, before I even open it, I know what it is. I know the envelope.
Netta Barnes works at a daycare in Midfield. She says she's been sent 3 speed camera citations since the fall. She also says everybody she works with has at least 1 citation.
They stay sending you tickets. I know we don't be doing the speed that they saying, but we get tickets all the time.
The camera flashes and you're sent a citation if you're going more than 10 miles per hour over the speed limit. Both Barnes and Wallace swear they're not going nearly as fast as their citation says. Bridget Burrell told us the same thing in November after getting 3 citations right after the cameras went up.
If I was speeding, I wouldn't have a problem with it, but I know that those cameras are there. And like I said, I've seen that thing take pictures of people's cars, and they're not even going fast at all.
Hey, Mayor, just seeing if you would be willing to do an on-camera interview about... I asked to interview Midfield Mayor Terry Adams multiple times. He declined all of my requests. However, during our phone call, Mayor Adams was adamant the cameras are for safety. He says they went up after a kid was nearly hit on Woodward Road. Mayor Adams says the cameras are calibrated often and they're accurate. He also says the money generated from the cameras does not go into the city's general fund, saying it goes into a separate fund that can be used for the police and fire departments. But he told me he didn't know how much money the cameras have generated thus far. We wanted to find out, so I sent a Freedom of Information Act request to Midfield, asking for the total number of citations and money generated through the town's new speed cameras. In early March, after weeks of back and forth, they sent me the numbers. From November 2025 through part of February this year, the speed cameras have issued more than 20,000 citations. At $110 a pop, that's more than $2.3 million in issued citations in less than 4 months. So far, drivers have paid more than $500,000 in those fines.
That is a lot of money in a short period of time. Where's the money going? Look at the community.
They can also issue a $20 late fee, but it's unclear when that takes place. I called Mayor Adams again to see if he was concerned about the costs people are facing.
At the tone, please record your message.
He still hasn't responded. I spoke with licensed lawyer and Sanford law professor Matt Woodham. He says these citations are different than a normal traffic ticket. It doesn't count against your driving record and you won't have higher insurance costs, but you can't just throw it in the trash.
If it's ultimately not then paid within a certain amount of time, it is treated as what's called a judicial lien that is then put on file. It's a public record of a debt that you owe that is not paid.
Judicial liens can accrue interest, hurt your ability to sell or refinance your home, and ding your credit score. So if you receive a citation in the mail, Woodham says read over it carefully. You'll notice you have the option to challenge it.
If you object and say, I'm not accepting liability, I want my hearing, the burden is on the city or municipality, on the prosecution. It must prove by a preponderance of the evidence that this car was in fact going over the speed limit.
The folks living, working, and passing through Midfield want answers, and they want the money invested in their community.
Walgreens, CVS or Staples in this neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? We need those things and it's gone, you know what I'm saying? And all we got is chicken joints everywhere. Nobody wants fried chicken and fried fish. I don't have any healthy choices here.
They just taking our money, for real.
In Midfield, Scott Carpenter, WVTM 13.